Welcome back to another episode of Comedy's Dead. You know, it's like my podcast that I have on iTunes. It is also called Comedy's Dead, only this is a shorter version where I just sit in my room alone and I rant into a microphone. I complain about the things that, you guys at home complain about. Like being broke. I'm broke, folks. I mean, look at this. Look at this cheap production. I don't get any investment. I don't have a angel investor or I don't get any sponsorship. I had the weed gummies. That I did get the legalized weed. I could advertise those people at my podcast, but not anymore. They took that out of the spending bill. Legal weed is now illegal. Okay, so I'm even more broke than I was before I started this damn podcast, all right? I look at my roots. I mean, look, I need a full highlight and a base flash immediately. Okay, that's why I'm wearing the glasses, okay? I have been working doubles, so I look like shit, folks. I probably like, a lot of people at home, right? I mean, if you didn't know, we are currently living in a K economy. Yeah, it's where the gap, the wealth gap between the haves and the have-nots keeps getting wider and wider. So you have the rich people, at the top of the K, and then the bottom people at the bottom of the K. Okay, I'm at the bottom. All right, it's like being in a K-hole. That's what it's like. It's like an out-of-body experience where you get to watch everyone else have fun and enjoy their lives, but you can't because you're broke. All right, that's what being at the bottom of a K economy is like. All right, anyway, I know you're not supposed to complain. You're supposed to be happy and smile and, because you're a girl and whatever. Okay, it will all work out, right? It'll all get better. Maybe. I can't believe they made legal weed, which sucked. It did truly suck. I mean, I don't do it. I mean, I'll drive out of state to get, the good lab-grown weed, like everyone else does. I don't buy this legal crap, but I would sponsor it on my podcast. And now they took that away. And now my health insurance premiums are going to go up. So I've had a really bad week, okay? Anyways, I was just at a mic not too long ago, and I just gotten off stage. I was minding my own business, looking at my phone, and I could see out of the corner of my eye, this lady, and I could tell she was crazy. I mean, you can tell the vibe of the room will change when a crazy person walks in. Right? I mean, everyone's like, they're paranoid, they're ready for anything. And I could tell by her mannerisms and her body movements that she was crazy. Okay, so I didn't want to make eye contact with her because you got to be nice to crazy people. And I'm broke, so I'm just not in the mood to be nice to anybody. But that didn't stop her. I mean, she ran right over to my table and she was like, oh my God. And I was like, oh my God, what do you want, lady? And she was like, could you save the table next to you for me and my friends, please? Like, I'm going to get my friends. Could you just save the table? And the room is packed full of people looking for tables. And it's like, what's in it for me, lady? I mean, seriously, we're in a K economy, if you haven't noticed. Okay, and I'm at the bottom. Like, look at my roots. Look at my, is that a Birkin bag on your wrist? Yeah, okay, listen, if you want me to invest my time into your little table real estate, I'm going to need some interest. I'm serious. What if a bunch of rich guys want to sit there? Okay, and I differentiate between rich guys and regular guys because life is an algebra equation, okay, folks? And if a bunch of rich guys want to sit there and I tell them no, I could have just missed out on a trip somewhere. Yeah, guys, broke boys don't deserve no pussy. There, I said it. And not in this economy, they don't. And look, it is a paradox. I will admit that. The broke boys don't deserve no pussy is the reason all these rich, famous guys keep whipping their dicks out in hotel rooms in front of young girls. Like, I used to be broke, now I'm rich. Look at my dick. Oh, come on. I mean, who hasn't went back to some rich, famous guy's hotel room and walked right into a blowjob? Oh, so I'm the only whore in the room. But you line sluts, whatever. You guys act like I am the only girl in the world that profiles men when she meets them and, puts them into groups. I do. I separate men into groups. Those that look like they can take me on a trip somewhere and those that don't. And look, and to the men looking for a travel companion, I am at your service. Oh, you like anal? You're in. I just don't want to go anyplace cold. I'm kind of like a reptile. I want to be on a heat lamp. I like beaches. I want to be on the beach somewhere with a mojito in one hand and a dick in the other. It's like a fun dip. You get to dip it. It's like a fun dip for when you're a kid, okay? Everyone thinks I'm a bitch. All right, but really, it's not. I'm not. I just have high expectations for my interactions, especially with men. I mean, have you dated recently? Oh, all they want to do is talk about Joe Rogan. And did you hear Joe Rogan? Did you hear that Navy guy that came out and said that aliens are real? It's like, listen, nothing dries my pussy quicker than listening to a man talk about aliens. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. If you think aliens are flying around the globe, sticking probes up white people's asses, then you definitely receive disability benefits from the state. And look, I'm not saying take away these people's only source of income, just their internet access. But village idiots don't get to use the internet. They don't, because then they get online and they listen to Alex Jones talk about zombie lesbians that want to eat your brain. Really? Zombie lesbians? What are you talking? Zombie lesbians? Lesbians don't want to eat your brain. They want to eat your pussy. I mean, I think we need more lesbians in the world. Lesbians know how to fix things. I mean, I wish every time I opened one of those IKEA boxes, a lesbian dropped out and not one of those useless Allen wrenches.